welcome back to this Python for Absolute Beginners course. In this lesson, we'll be looking at basic multiplication in Python. I already mentioned in the first lesson that multiplication in Python is done using the asterisk sign. If you're looking for these on your keyboard, it should be on the 8th key, that's number 8 on your keyboard, and it's mostly with a combination of the shift sign of the shift key. So you may have to hold down the shift and then press the 8th key on your keyboard, and you should get the asterisk sign. Now, let's say we want to multiply 3 by 4. So we do 3 multiplied by 4. That's 3 asterisk 4. And then we run it. We got 12. So that means asterisk is obviously what is used for multiplication in Python. So let's do 7 multiplied by 2. Can you guess the answer? 7 multiplied by 2 will give us 14. That's for the very basic multiplication. And of course, you already know that the order. So if I change it the other way, we should still get the same thing as well. So if I do something like 2 multiplied by 7, that's I'm just turning these the other way around, and then I run it, we still get 14. So the ordering doesn't matter in multiplication. Now let's see how to multiply negative numbers and what happens. So let's say we have something like minus 5 multiplied by 3. Minus 5 multiplied by 3. Can you guess the answer? Minus 5 multiplied by 3. If you said 15, you're wrong. The answer is minus 15 because we have the negative sign here. So we have negative 5 and multiplied by 3, which then makes the whole number negative. Let's do something else as well. Let's say 4 multiplied by minus 2. And we run this, we get minus 8. So 4 multiplied by minus 2 is minus 8. And one more multiplying negative numbers. If we do, let's say we do minus 3 multiplied by minus 6. If you remember, here we had 4 because we had 4 multiplied by minus 2. We then got minus 8 because obviously there was only one negative number. And then here the same thing, one negative number. We did minus 5 multiplied by 3, and then we got 15. So what happens if we multiply two negative numbers? So minus 3 multiplied by minus 6, and we run it. Can you guess? Can you guess the answer? So minus 3 multiplied by minus 6 is 18. So you notice thus the minus, the negative number is gone. And now we have a positive 18. So why so? Well, from maths, you know that negative times negative is equal to positive. So minus 3, which is negative, multiplied by minus 6, which is negative, then gives us positive. So the minus here cancels the minus here, and everything becomes positive. Now let's see what multiplying by 0 looks like. Let's say we have something like 10 multiplied by 0. So 10 times 0. Let's run it. We got 0. Anything multiplied by 0, the answer is always 0. So we got 0. And obviously we do all of these multiplied by 0. We run it, we get 0. What if we turn it the other way around? So something like 0 multiplied by minus 4, and we run it, we still get 0. So whether the 0 is in front or at the back, anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Let's look at something else that is fun. Let's say chained multiplication in Python. So we have, obviously again, we've been doing just two numbers, So numbers here 0 and minus 4, 10 and 0, minus 3 and minus 6. But what if we want to multiply more numbers, maybe like 3 or 4 or even more. We'll do 3 here. So let's say 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4. So 2 times 3 times 4. And we run this, we get 25. What if we do another chain operation? Let's say minus 1 times 5 times, say, minus 2. Minus 1 times 5 times minus 2. Can you take a second to think about the answer? You can pause and think, and then you come back and check to see if you got it right. I'll just run it now. You got 10. Do you remember I mentioned above that the negative times negative is positive? So because we have two negatives here, one has cancelled the other one, and now we are getting only the positive number. Let's look at something else. Let's say the floating point multiplication. Now in Python, anything that has a dot, so if we do something like 10.7, this is a float number. It's so it's like a floating point. We'll still talk about these in details when we get into the different data types in Python. But for now, you just use a number like that. So let's say we do 2.5 times 4. So 2.5 times 4, and we run it. Can you guess the answer? 2.5 times 4, we get 10.0 because we are using the float, and so the answer we are getting is also a floating. Let's do another one. Let's say 0.5 times 0.5. So 0.5 times 0.5, and let's run it. We get 0.25. And lastly, let's look at some very edge cases in Python. Let's say we would do something like 1 multiplied by 1. What do you think the answer would be? 1 times 1 is what? Well, 1 times 1 is 1. And lastly, let's multiply. We already did something like that up here, but I'll just do it again here. Let's say we do 9999 times 0. We run it, we get 0. So again, anything multiplied by 0, the answer will always and always be 0. It doesn't matter even if it's a very big number like this and you do times 0, the answer is 0. All right, I'll see you in the next one where we will be looking at division in Python. I hope it's getting interesting. Bye.